Welcome to the Alona Show. We're going to get another dose of the real headlines without any mercy. Today we're going to talk about the upcoming bidding for Iraq's untapped oil resources. While we don't know the results just yet, we can start speculating on what's really to be won or lost. Then we'll show you the new face of American Dolls. She's cute, she costs almost $100, and she's homeless. But first, a new Gallup poll shows that Americans don't trust their lawmakers. In fact, 55% believe that the ethics and honesty of Congress are either low or very low. And that's a result that's more than doubled since the start of the decade, when it was only around 21%. And you could say, so what, it's just another poll. But when we look at the fact that people trust car salesmen more than Congress members, I think that's when you know there's a problem.
See this junker? I paid $100 for her. She's got 120,000 miles on her. Transmission shot, bumpers have fallen off. What do I do with her? I sell her.
Now, the thing here is that there is no partisanship. It's an all-around critique, which really makes us question whether this two-party system is working for the country or not. We showed you before that the new Tea Party would garner more votes than the GOP. And that's supposed to just be a movement. The Ron Paulites are still going strong, too. And so you have to ask if this could really be the time for third parties to rise in America. Well, here to discuss it with me, I have the volunteer organizer of the 9/12 March, Melissa Ortiz. Melissa, thanks for joining me. So I guess that's my very first question is it the time for third parties? It looks like people don't have any trust in their lawmakers anymore, like they're fed up and like they're looking to go elsewhere.
I don't think it's so much a time for third parties as to hold the two-party system accountable. It's time to basically clean house and to say to our elected leaders, we can't trust you, and because we can't trust you, you're not going to be there anymore. We're going to give you a pink slip by not voting for you. And whether you're a Democrat or Republican, we expect you to abide by your oath to the Constitution, to protect us from terrorist enemies, foreign and domestic, and to take care of the general welfare, not provide welfare and take care of people who don't want to take care of themselves.
When you only have two parties to choose from, a candidate from each party, then you can't really have that much of a choice. If you don't like either one of them, then you're not really getting your say. You're not really threatening them.
The time to get your say is in the primary system. You go from 4, 5, 6 candidates per party to one candidate per party. And once you've had your say there, you can say to them, you know what, maybe my candidate didn't win, but I'm going to choose to get behind this candidate in this party. Or you have the choice to go to the other side and say, I didn't like who the Republicans nominated, so I'm going to vote for a Democrat.
But then why, I mean, as these polls have been showing, though, right, Americans now, it looks like more of them would vote for a Tea Party candidate than they would for a GOP candidate. Isn't that amazing? I mean, this Tea Party movement is really pretty new. So it looks like Americans want that. And perhaps we'll see some more libertarian candidates, too. What do you think?
I think that we will see a move toward libertarianism, but I think it's going to be within the two parties. What I would like to see happen, and what I think that people would like to see happen, is less of a third-party system, instead of staying with the two-party system, going to a three-party system, staying with the two-party system, and having the conservative sides of each of the two major parties work together to form a bipartisanship, as opposed to the conservatives all breaking away and starting a third party. That's not what the Tea Party movement was supposed to be about. The Tea Party movement started out, Tea Party, TEA, is taxed enough already. And they're not
saying... Is that why did you get involved in the Tea Party?
I got involved because I was really concerned about health care, and because I do think that we've gotten away from our constitutional values. I think the federal government has gotten too large. I think they're taking too much of my money that I work quite hard for, thank you very much, and I'm not going to take it anymore. The funny thing is, when I was coordinating the 9/12 March, I was in charge of all the volunteers, and my wheelchair actually died that day, so I had to sit at the end of the march and listen to everybody coming toward me, which was pretty phenomenal because all of a sudden they broke out into the Twisted Sister, we're not going to take it anymore. Mm-hmm. And I thought, you know, that's a really great statement. That's a way to say it. You know, we're not going to take it anymore. It's the same thing that we said in the 1770s to Britons. We're not going to take this anymore. We are not going to take...
But to not take it, you need to create some kind of a fundamental change,
right,
a fundamental shift.